Food sensitivity is certainly on the rise, and today's video I wanted to look at food sensitivity signs in dogs and the gut-brain connection. Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Lyndall Pinchin, and I've been a human and an animal naturopath now for over 35 years. And I've seen many dogs that experience some type of food sensitivity and the impact that this has on their general health, but more specifically for today's video, their mental health and anxiety levels. Now, in today's video, we're going to learn what food sensitivity is, what this gut-brain connection is, and how this affects your dog's mood, behavior, and stress patterns. And make sure you stay right to the end, guys, so that you don't miss out on any information from today's video. Now, let's firstly define this food sensitivity. This is a non-immune response to certain ingredients or foods in your dog's diet that can lead to chronic symptoms such as itchy skin, especially the ears and paws and belly, chronic ear infections, digestive issues like vomiting, diarrhea and wind, poor coat quality or excessive shedding, scooting along the ground or licking that anal area, along with behavioral changes such as increased anxiety, aggression, reactivity, hyperactivity, lethargy, and fatigue. Now, this is different from true food allergy, which involves the immune system and the immune response, often causing more acute reactions. Now, food sensitivities are less common than environmental allergies like pollen or dust mites, but still pretty common, with around 10 to 20% of dogs that have any sort of skin and gut issues having some type of food sensitivity. Now, the most common foods are beef, chicken, dairy, wheat, soy, and eggs. Now that we've found out what a food sensitivity is, what am I talking about by this gut-brain connection? Now, the gut-brain axis, as it's known, is a two-way communication system between your dog's gut and the brain. Think of it a little bit like a highway between these two. Now, it's controlled by that large vagus nerve that runs from the brain right through to the gut, by the microbiome in the gut, and also by your dog's immune system. Now, imbalances in the gut microbiome due to food sensitivities can lead to inflammation affecting the brain and your dog's behavior, and can, for some dogs, make it seem like they're actually going a little bit crazy. Now, when it comes to gut health, firstly, we want to remember that the gut produces neurotransmitters like serotonin, which affect your dog's mood and behavior. Now, around about 90% of the serotonin produced in the body is via the gut. And serotonin is responsible for keeping healthy mood, sleep, and appetite patterns, as well as relying on a healthy gut and microbiome for its production. Serotonin requires a good level of the amino acid tryptophan as well. Now, when your dog eats something that they're sensitive to, the immune system reacts with low-grade inflammation in the gut lining, which can lead to leaky gut syndrome. Now, this allows undigested food particles and toxins to enter the bloodstream, triggering chronic inflammatory patterns. Now, it also impairs nutrient absorption, including that amino acid tryptophan I just mentioned, which is essential for this serotonin production. Now, reduced serotonin can lead to behavioral changes such as anxiety, depression, and aggression. Now, in addition, the inflammation caused by this leaky gut pattern can lead to inflammation anywhere in the body, really, including your dog's brain and their nervous system. And this is this gut-brain connection leading to changes in the mood, in the ability to focus, and on anxiety levels. Now, I mentioned earlier about this vagus nerve. Food sensitivity can lead to a disruption of the signals coming from this major nerve, which is, as I said, that main highway for communication between the gut and the brain. Now, a healthy gut stimulates positive vagal signals, which regulate calmness and positive social behaviors. Gut inflammation from food sensitivities, however, reduces or distorts this whole vagal system, limiting calming feedback system. Now, before we go on, I'd love it if you could subscribe to my channel, guys, and click on the notifications bell. It's quick, it's free, and it does help my channel grow so that I can help other dog owners just like you out there looking for natural health support. So that'd be great. Now, food sensitivities in dogs can cause significant mood and behavior changes, and these can at times be mistaken for training or behavioral issues. Now, some of the specific signs that your dog may be affected by food sensitivities via this gut-brain connection include anxiety. Now, this manifests as general restlessness, nervousness, pacing, whining, or difficulty settling, and increased separation anxiety as well. And this is linked to those lower levels of serotonin that I talked about earlier. Irritability and reactivity. Now, this shows up as sudden growling or snapping, food guarding or space guarding, and overreacting to touch or stimuli. And this is linked to inflammation with the brain area, increasing reactivity and lowering stress thresholds. Hyperactivity or inability to focus. Now, this manifests as your dog being overstimulated in new environments, poor response to any sort of commands that you might be giving to your dog, and seemingly impulsive-like behavior. Now, once again, this is linked to that lower serotonin level. Obsessive compulsive behaviors such as excessive licking, especially the paws or into the air, tail chasing or spinning, and repetitive behaviors. These occur due to poor neurotransmitter regulation, along once again with that lower serotonin. And finally, depression and lethargy. Now, withdrawn behavior, lack of enthusiasm for walks or other play, and more sleep, low engagement in general activities are common here. So low serotonin and nutrient deficiency here from poor absorption from leaky gut can be the culprits. Hello, Poppy. So not only can food sensitivity cause gut and skin issues, but also significant mood and behavior changes, as we've seen in today's video through that gut-brain connection. So high levels of anxiety, depression, reactivity, OCD patterns, poor focus, poor energy, all of these can be linked to the food that your dog is eating. Now, we've learned today about food sensitivity and this gut-brain connection and how this affects your dog. Now we know this. What can we do about it? So in next week's video, we're going to explore this in more detail and some options for natural treatments in cases of food sensitivity. So make sure that you stay tuned for next week's video, and remember to subscribe and click that notification bell. Now, if you'd like to also book a consultation with me, guys, all my contact details are below. And if you're interested in any of my product range, I can also give you some information via an email. Now, I hope you enjoyed today's short video, guys. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up and share it. That'd be great. I'm going to catch up with you next week in another video. Till then, stay safe and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.